Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to DJ Beanpole. That's me. This is my final review of FINAFLEX. Let's get it right. It's pronounced FINAFLEX, not FINAFLEX, not FINALFLEX. FINAFLEX. Now, for those of you who might just be tuning in, you've missed all the excitement. FINAFLEX was nice enough to hook me up with their super stimulated pre-workout. Stimulate in a fantastic apple blast flavor, as well as their CreaTrona creatine product and their pump product, MAXPUMP. So I'm going to talk about these two first. I have a dose left of this and maybe 2 or 3 left of this. I think there was actually some days I forgot to take this. But I want to go ahead and get these out of the way just because everybody wants to know about the pre-workout, and these are kind of hard to judge. It's not like I can just take this and be like, oh, the betaine, my bench press went up by 10 pounds today and this is the first day I took it. That could have been anything. That could have been the placebo effect, as the industry likes to call it. So if you guys are wondering, we'll talk about MAXPUMP first. If you guys are wondering what's inside MAXPUMP, all it is betaine nitrate. And if you guys have done any research, which I hope you have, about some of these supplements that have betaine in them, betaine will translate over into strength gains, kind of the same way as beta-alanine. And just like beta-alanine, betaine, or a MAXPUMP as we're going to call it, the longer you take it, the more your blood levels will increase taking these supplements, and it'll further translate into greater strength gains in a long run. Now, in initial runs, it might be placebo if you have strength gains, but the longer you take this stuff, the more gains you should see, in theory. And then FINAFLEX, their CreaTrona product, all it is 94% ultra pure creatine mono. And a serving size is 2 capsules, as well as for MAXPUMP, a serving size is 4 capsules. So if you guys would like to know the dosages that I followed for both of these, MAXPUMP was taken, it depended, anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes pre-workout. On non-training days, it was taken 4 caps pre-workout. 4 caps on training days was taken for pre-workout. And then on non-training days, 4 caps was taken prior to going to bed. This was something that Montego had told me to do from anabolicminds.com, and I didn't really understand why. He said, just try it, tell me what you think in the morning. So I tried it, and this is something that I actually noticed the effects from that transferred over the next day. You wake up a little fuller and a little leaner, almost like some water has been flushed out of your system, kind of like taking agmatine pre-bed. So that was interesting for me for taking the MAXPUMP. Now with CreaTrona, this was taken post-workout. I like to take my creatine post-workout. Once you've already gotten your blood level saturated with creatine, it doesn't matter when you take it. You can take it when you wake up, you can take it pre-workout, you can take it intra-workout, you can take it post-workout. You can also take this before you go to bed. So for me, most of the time, post-workout, it was taking 4 caps with my post-workout protein shake. Otherwise, I would try on the off days to remember to take it before dinner. Obviously, these two, I started taking them at the same time. They should have kept up with each other, but I think I forgot a couple days to take this. So sorry, FINAFLEX guys. As far as the capsules go, not really an easy way to see the capsules in MAXPUMP. As far as the capsules go, they are gel caps. They are easy to swallow. I can take multiple pills at once and just toss them back. And I would toss them back with, yours truly, Stimul8. Now, the first thing you notice when you get Stimul8 right out of the package when you order it is there is this warning label on the top. It's this triangular, looks like a yield sign with a big old exclamation point. It says, extreme warning, extreme, like Mountain Dew, extreme warning on both sides, and it says, start with half a scoop. So I'm going to open this for you guys, and I'm going to explain a little bit, because there's actually a 1/4 of this left. This is the size of a scoop. I'm getting powder all over me. It's not very big. I mean, here's my pinky finger, here's the scoop. Okay, it's tiny. You were supposed to start with half of this. Now you guys know, for those of you that know me, I am a creatine. I am a stimulant junkie. I at times have taken Maximize Intense, the 1,3-D version, at 1.5 scoops. I took Condense, I think I got up to maybe 3 scoops. Speed X3, I got up to like 3 scoops. Crazy, you know, tolerance for stimulants. So right off the bat, I completely ignored the half scoop rule. And I went with a whole scoop, and then eventually I even went rounded scoops, and one time I tried 1.5 scoops. So let's talk a little bit about what's in here. First of all, the flavor is Apple Blast. I don't know what the other flavors are of Stimul8 or if they even make other flavors of Stimul8. The flavoring is fantastic. It tastes like an apple martini. It is the easiest thing to drink. You mix it up with a little bit of water, toss it back, take it with your MAXPUMP, goes down, no problem. So what we have in here, we have some caffeine. We have this Irisin XD, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, green tea extract, so you get some EGCG. You have your N-coumarolidopamine, hordenine, synephrine, Rauwolfia vomitoria, and some beta-alanine. So some of the ingredients you might not know, some of them towards the end are definitely thermogenics. And I wanted to describe my feelings on this, and then I'll tell you what dosages I think are right for you. So when I would take this product, the first thing I would notice is that most of the time it tells you to take products within half an hour of your workout. This one, I think it actually tells you take it within 15, it says 15 to 30 minutes. I recommend taking it 15 to 20 just because I feel like the effects of it kick in really fast and they last for a long time. When I would take 1 scoop, I would take it about 15 minutes prior. I would take my MAXPUMP way before. Then I would take Stimul8 and I would drink it on the way to the gym. And then the one thing I noticed is that I would have immediate a cooling sensation. Not even a flushing. Like my extremities, my hands and my feet, they would get very, very cold. And then even while I'm doing stretches and warming up, when I should be cold, that feeling goes away. And the amount of thermogenesis is intense, especially right at the beginning. You just get this feeling like your body's on fire, like you're getting bit by all these fire ants because it kind of get the beta-alanine tingles. You're really warm. You want to start stripping away layers. So most of the times when I'm working out and I'm doing like bench press or squats, I'll have a hoodie on for the warm-ups. And then I have a t-shirt on underneath that, and then I have an Under Armour compression shirt on underneath that. I would have to take the hoodie off and the t-shirt off and just go straight to compression shirt, which usually I just save for like the final set out of 6 sets. No, the thermogenics is intense. The focus is intense. I don't know what video it was, 4th, 5th, 6th one that I did the daily on. It was a shoulder day. Something clicked with me there, and I think I'd only taken, I got down to about 3/4 scoops. Something clicked. I had this crazy focus. The weights felt super light. The energy levels you get just, whoosh, they skyrocket. Like right when that thermogenesis starts kicking in, you know you're in for a ride. You know you're in for a ride with FINAFLEX. Stimul8's going to take you the whole way. Energy level goes like this, and it doesn't go like this. Energy level, whoop, and then you just mellow out towards the end. The energy levels and the focus will stay with you the entire time. When you leave the gym, I mean, some of my videos, you could tell pre-workout, I was talking real slow. Post-workout, I was, you know, I just kept going. I could talk 1,000,000 miles a minute. So the focus, the energy, the thermogenesis are crazy with Stimul8. And I would have to say that I was actually almost overstimulated. If when you go over, like you get to that rounded scoop or a scoop and a half, be careful. This is coming from a guy that's super stim tolerant. The only issue I had with Stimul8 is that for some of my sets, I do AMRAP, or as many reps as possible. This will jack your heart rate up. And it got to the point where my heart rate would skyrocket so high in the middle of a set that I couldn't complete the set knowing where my goal was at. Like let's say I wanted to deadlift 350 for 10. Well, around 5 or 6, I would be exhausted because my heart was just pounding so fast because of all the stimulants in Stimul8. So be careful there. Pay attention to the warning. Start with half a scoop. See where your tolerance is. If you can drink a can of Coke and you feel like you're bouncing off the walls, start with even less. Start with 1/4 of a scoop. Start with 1/8 of a scoop if you can figure out how to get it down that low. And the other thing I want to say is, now with inside Stimul8, take a look at this, you guys. There is a giant size gel pack in here to keep everything nice and powdery. so that things aren't clumping up. I noticed early on that I wasn't feeling the same effects because my dumbass, you have to shake the container because this big old gel pack in here, all this stimulant stuff will settle out into the bottom. You want the stimulants. That's why it's called Stimul8. You need to have them. Take it, shake it up every single time before you take it, okay? You shake it up like that, and when you take the lid off, you get the nice little smoking effect. You know you're good to go. You just opened up a can of awesome. So, FINAFLEX, this is my #1 recommended right now, stimulated to the socks, to the bones, to the core, pre-workout. The pumps from MAXPUMP were amazing, especially surprising on off days when I would wake up after taking it the night before. And then the pumps that you would get, they're not quite agmatine level pumps, like 1 to 1.5 grams agmatine level pumps, but they're still there. And FINAFLEX helped me get up to a 500-pound deadlift, which was fantastic. And I noticed that I had some more endurance, definitely from the butane in between sets, taking a little bit longer, or a little bit less actually, rest periods. So really nothing but good things to say about FINAFLEX and this pre-workout trifecta that you guys have hooked me up with. Appreciate it. Big shout outs to the FINAFLEX Corporation, of course. All my brothers and sisters on anabolicminds.com that have been following this vlog. Big shout outs to Snagency, V2O, and Montego. And also another big shout out to newcomer, our Canadian brother from America's Hat, Canada, Wasme. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciated getting the opportunity to do this. Anybody out there that's looking to bump their workouts up to the next level, I highly recommend this shit. This shit is insane. I still have a little bit left over, and my plan for using it right now will be when I wake up. I do intermittent fasting, and I think I'll use this to stoke the metabolic fire, if you will. Take a half scoop when I wake up and let that thermogenesis just ride me out, man. So this is DJ Beanpole. Had a fantastic time with the FINAFLEX trifecta pre-workout. Thank you very much, guys. Stay tuned for my next vlog. It'll be coming up soon. This is DJ signing off.